Hi.
Cheers.
Episode 22.
What?
Cheers to yarn.
Welcome to Cocktail Hour at the Coop. I am Liz from Arrow Acres. This is my sister Leanne.
Hello.
We are at our parents' alpaca farm, Arrow Acres in Wall, New Jersey. And really quick, our sister Andee just walked in the door. And
Yay!
we want to...
The other sister.
The other sister. The middle child.
Come here. So,
Oh, move Fluffy. Fluffy should... I didn't mean to have Fluffy there.
we were going to do this at the end of the podcast, but you're moved up to first because you just walked in. So, we are... Do you want to... Oh,
What day is this?
oh, she knit it in like a day and a half.
I did.
Yeah, she's the crazy fast knitter, and she's the pattern designer. I just follow patterns. So, anyway. Oh, I should wear it. So, Andee
You
has...
talk about it and we'll wear it.
Andee has a new pattern.
And it's being released, by the time you see this,
It'll be released Sunday, November
released
4th,
Sunday.
which will be, you'll probably see this on Monday. So it's already out. It's on, right?
It's on
I have to
Ravelry.
take pictures.
It's
That's what I'm
called
here for. I need to take
Talking
pictures.
to Bees by Andee KF on Ravelry.
Also known as Andee Coof.
Yeah. So it's a cowl.
Oh.
Who's that?
We tried to not be a hot mess. Andee!
There are no kids here.
All right.
We got rid of everybody. We tried yesterday.
Harper's
It was
here.
a big
Okay.
fail because
Okay.
of kids.
Ready?
So it's the way it's constructed, it's bottom up. So you start at the bottom.
Oh.
It's a very easy.
That's interesting.
Memorizable.
Give me this.
Stitch pattern.
Give me.
You work it around, and then you go to the color work, and you work it around, and then the
Oh, look how
top.
pretty.
So then the top part it decreases.
Ooh.
So when you wear it, you don't see the wrong side. So you don't see all your lovely floats. So you just put it on, there's no fuss, and you're good to go. So you can wear it like this.
Yes.
Below
Yeah,
your shoulders.
And Liz and I wore this on Halloween.
Yes, if you saw any of our fun posts on Halloween.
Yeah, so Andee asked us to model, which I thought we were fantastic. I don't
we
know-
were excellent.
No,
I don't know why you wanted to. That's why you're here, because we
That's what I'm
sucked.
here to do.
She usually hires our beautiful friend Ryan.
How? But she's about to have a baby, and I felt really bad. Being
Okay,
like, "Can
so
you come over
we
and help
offered.
Nancy?" Yeah. So
Apparently, we were not good
we
enough.
did a great job.
We did a great job.
you'll see.
We were
I'll put a couple pictures in.
we were
I know.
we were very serious
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah. that was
Most
about
pictures
it.
were
Every picture has a solo cup in it. But about the yarn, this is Chelsea Lux. So this was dyed. This is from Chelsea Yarns. So it uses one skein that the gray color kind of looks purple in there. That uses one skein, so it's 400 yards. And then the pink part, for one 400-yard skein of fingering weight yarn, I think I only used about a third of it. So you could get 3 of these done. So it's nice. It doesn't really use up too much yarn.
That's nice for your
Fun stash
scrap yarn,
buster.
stash buster.
Excellent stash buster.
It can go like this.
But this part, the outer part, uses every last row
then-
the whole skein.
And tell them why you named it this and why it's being released on.
Remember,
November
it's called
4th.
It's a big day
Talking
tomorrow.
to
Tomorrow's a
Bees
big day.
because
This is part of my Outlander series patterns. I have the Outlander cowl, the Standing Stones from the Outlander book series. So I've been in Outlander waiting for book 9 to be
Droughtlander.
released.
Outlander.
But tomorrow, or whenever this airs, it's the next season on Stars of the Outlander series.
I have
Airs
to try it
tomorrow.
again because I watched it. I didn't understand anything they were saying.
I don't get stars.
He's
so.
very cute, though.
I had stars
What's
when
his
it
name?
first came out.
Jamie. Oh, he's very cute.
So the next,
I don't know what he's saying, but
so
he's
the next
very
book
cute.
is called "Tell the Bees I'm Gone." It's a Scottish, or it's about the talking to bees. Anyway, so it's the theme of the book. So while you're waiting for the next book to come out, you can knit this because it was supposed to be released the end of 2018, but there's no said release date. So
All right. So and we're gonna give away pattern.
And we're going to give away patterns.
Yes.
So go over. We have it. Oh, okay.
New Instagram
We have a
account.
new
Look at
Instagram
that.
account.
Yeah.
Leanne is, she started a new Instagram account, Cocktail Hour at the Coop on Instagram. And we are going to do a giveaway over there. So we're
Hey,
going
you
to
know
post a
what?
picture.
What?
I'll let you do. Since we're waiting for book 9, you can give away 9 copies of the pattern.
Perfect.
How's that?
Awesome.
All right.
All right. Can I have
Awesome.
them now so I can go take pictures?
Never. Because we weren't the best
I'm
models
losing my
ever.
light.
We were totally
Losing
the
our
best.
light.
I'm
We
gonna
were
go
totally
find
the best.
some
All right,
Thank
bye,
you.
Andy Coof.
Thank you.
All right, so that's
Drink
Andy.
coffee?
So, all right, so head on over to Instagram.
Yeah, I started
And-
it because I ran into some people at Rhinebeck, and they said, we looked for you on Instagram, but couldn't find you. And I realized you're right, because it's under my name, and you've had it under your name.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a private account, and there's my son. What did I just say? I said, I bet as soon as we start recording, he's going to show up, and oh, there he goes running away. So anyway, I started that. So there's only like 6 posts so far. I feel like a kid like starting their Instagram account. So anyway, I'll start posting more. It'll be just knitting and the farm stuff and podcast things, not as much as like my kids and personal stuff. So find me there, and yeah, we'll post Andy's cowl. So we'll do that.
So if you comment, we'll come up with how we're gonna give away the patterns.
We'll do
I don't know.
random. No,
We'll- yeah.
we'll do that random
Yes.
thing. That works.
So yeah, all the details will be on there. I think tag a friend, like the post.
Yeah, like what everybody does. Let's do what everybody
You
does.
know,
It seems
do what
to
everybody
work.
does.
We should probably come up with something new. Since I'm in marketing, I should figure that out. But we'll just do what everyone else does.
You could, this kind of similar to when you don't know where you're going and following all the cars.
Yes.
Oh, so
yes.
I have a rule of thumb. If you're trying to if you're driving and you're trying to get somewhere, and you just,
Get
well,
lost.
this was before GPS on
Oh
your
yes,
phones.
this is before.
So,
Now you can't get lost. But
yeah, now you have GPS on your phones. Pre-GPS, say your phone isn't working, okay? This is what you do to get where you're going. Just go where all the cars are going. Like, if there's, like, a side, you're like, I don't think it's on this road. I think we have to go, like, somewhere else. And there's a lot of cars turning on a road. Just turn down
the
that
road.
road because
And guess what?
it's
it-
right.
it always works.
So yeah, let's just do all the giveaways like everybody else does because apparently it works. So, but we want to thank Christy Glass because
Big time.
because
I think a lot of you have subscribed and watched us recently because of the Tell Me About Your Rhinebeck sweater.
yeah.
And
Christy's great,
Yeah.
and she brings everyone together, and she's so much fun, and so thank you, Christy Glass, for bringing all the knitters together.
And since there's so many new subscribers and so many new watchers, we wanted to just tell you a little bit about ourselves, what we do as makers, because if you haven't watched the early episodes, you might not know. So I am a crocheter, first off. I'm a spinner, a weaver, a dyer, an everythinger. If
there's
it
a-
has to do with fiber or something,
Yes.
I have...
Alpacas.
And-
Take care.
Yes,
oh
and
yeah,
I-
and she
and I-
cleans poop.
Yes, I
Every
clean
day.
poop every
Every
day.
day.
And Bert, she's a doula.
Oh, and she
Alpaca
sticks,
doula.
She sticks her hand in and helps the alpaca.
I do.
She does. She does all that stuff. I do not. I take care of the children when that happens.
Yes.
Well, not
Yeah.
even really, because now I'm at work. Well, now you have
But
most kids at school.
I
so-
love the alpacas. I love helping, taking care of them, and so I do that every day on our farm. We have 50 alpacas.
51.
Well, we have 51,
51.
but we're down to 49 on the farm because 2 just went to our friend's farm to hopefully have babies next year.
Can I
Meeting their
say what you
boyfriends.
said?
Finger.
Listen, I can say this on podcast.
Yeah.
So this is Saturday right now, and our farm store is open all day, and I was out here helping, and my mom was on the phone with her friend Sue, who also has alpacas, and
Where our girls just went
I hear my mother say,
For their date.
for their date.
for their date. You get it. And I hear my mother say, fingers crossed, spread your legs.
No.
No,
Fingers
crossed, legs open.
I was like, whoop, whoop. Did we have customers in here too at the same time? Knock up alley.
It's a farm.
It's a farm. We see it all.
It's a fuzzy
So anyway,
baby.
it was very, very funny. But so hopefully there'll be more babies. And
So that'll be next fall, but the babies won't be born here. They'll be born at our friend Sue's in North
yes,
Jersey.
so that's what you do. So, so what I do is I knit. I'm primarily just a knitter for the most part, like 98% just a knitter. And I,
graphic design.
well, that too. But
Oh,
as far
but
as
that's
fiber
full-time.
stuff, I also do some embroidery, and I do. I was a quilter, and I do a little bit of sewing. I've been trying to like learn how to do. I've made a couple like tunics and dresses, but dabbling. I have a lot to learn. A lot of people know me because I'm a graphic designer, and I've done a lot of work
Graphic designer to the stars.
to the knitting stars. So next year's Rhinebeck logo is my logo. It's the VW bus if you've seen that. So that was super exciting.
If you haven't seen it, go to Instagram and do hashtag Rhinebeck 2019. It's the very first post because I posted it.
Oh, nice! Way to go, sister! Thanks. So I do that, and I do a lot for Chelsea Pearls, Christina. Chelsea Yarns. And whatever.
Chelsea Pearls podcast.
Yeah, and I did the Needles Up logo. I did the Elizabeth Zimmerman pin for Fat Squirrel. So I do that. So a lot of people do know me from the graphic design world for the knitters. So, and if you want a logo done for your podcast or knitting, contact me.
us.
I'm happy to help, and I discount my cost for my knitters. Big time. Oh, and Frame and Fiber, Paige.
Oh, yeah, Frame and Fiber.
I did our Paige the Framer. I did hers. That's one of my favorite logos. Anyway, so that's what we do. That's who we are. So if you're new to us, that's our thing.
Thank you for subscribing, all you new
thank
people.
you. It's been fun. In the
So
last
much
2
fun.
weeks, we've had
200.
Yeah, which for us is like so exciting. People know I don't know if you know who we are, but my oldest is almost 17. And he said to me the other day, he's like, I kept getting alerts because you get on your phone, like new subscriber. I was like, and he's driving and I'm in the passenger seat. And I said, I have new subscribers. He says, well, how many people do you have? And at that point it was like 450. And I said, like 450? He's like, you mean more than the 6 that you knit with? I was like, yeah. He's like, more than like Seashore Sharon and Just Joan? I'm like, yes! And he was like, I'm impressed. You have a following. It's not just the 6 people.
Almost
that knew with you.
17-year-old is impressed by our
He's like, what? He's like, it's not cool, but he's like, I'm impressed. I'm like, isn't it cool? He's like, nope, it's not cool, but I'm impressed. So anyway, it's fun. I don't know. It was exciting when we were in Rhinebeck and people like knew us. It was so fun.
I loved walking up that hill. Cocktail hour!
It was so fun.
That was great.
Yeah, it was fun to meet all you guys on the hill. We did that one Rhinebeck
can't wait for
episode,
next
but
year.
yeah,
I'm already excited.
I know. I was so sad it was over. It's like the Rhinebeck hangover is real. It's for real. Anyway, all right.
Hashtag Rhinebeck hangover.
I bet there is a hashtag for that.
I bet you there is because everybody has
Everybody has it.
Monday I was like,
Oh, it's so sad. It took
sad
me like a
today.
week, and then I was like, it's been a week.
and then it was Halloween.
And then if you watch the podcast, they like took time to like talk about it because it took forever.
So speaking of podcasts and Halloween, did you see Christy Glass's
Oh my God,
Halloween special? Because I laughed so hard. And I don't even watch all of the podcasts, but I know who most of them are. I laughed so hard.
It was so good. It was so good. The Chelsea Pearls one.
That cracks me up because
We
they're
know,
local
though.
to us.
Yeah.
Like, Miriam was here today at the farm. Oh, I have a really funny story about that. I'll talk about that when we talk about the yarn, but...
Oh, it was good.
Oh,
The fairy hair.
so funny. So funny. Like, they got them, like, so spot on. Like, they exaggerated them.
Yeah,
And made
it's
it
great.
so funny.
It was like Saturday Night Live for knitters. It was good. All right, so why don't you talk about the exciting thing that happened here this week?
I gotta put my drink down.
Dun, 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 dun. You got to put your drink down for this. This is big.
I went to Vermont last weekend, and I picked up
My babies.
our baby.
Your babies.
All the farm yarn.
It's here.
So, if you haven't watched episode, what did we say? 8. Episode 8 was about shearing day, and that was in May when we sheared the animals. The mill that we use is the Vermont Fiber Mill in Brandon, Vermont, and she gives us a time slot. So we are in our time slot. We can't get moved
Don't
up.
say what you said last night.
Why?
You can.
So
Oh, by the way, we recorded last night and we were horrible.
we didn't even watch it.
We
We just deleted
Done.
it.
So take 2. But that was funny
It
what
was
you
worse
said.
than a hot mess.
It was so bad.
It was bad.
They were just,
It was bad.
nuts.
I'm better on Saturday.
Anyway,
Okay.
so what was I saying?
You have a time slot.
Oh, time slot. We have a time slot. So we have a time slot. We're allowed to bring our fiber. Like, my parents go up in August, and then it's ready the very end of October, early November. And I was going to be up there for my anniversary, so I said I'll pick it up. And we can't get an earlier date unless somebody dies.
I said you can't wish for people to die to get into the fiber.
But we need an
line.
earlier time slot, so I get it like early September. So like
That's not nice.
something needs to happen so that we get an earlier time slot.
Don't die.
Anyway,
Just
All right.
Retire.
Retire.
Get out of the business.
Retire. That's much nicer than
Whatever.
die.
Well, we need something to happen so we get an earlier time slot because she knows how much fiber she can process at a time, and she gives us a date. Whereas the other mills that we've used in the past, they just hold it
You have
hostage.
no idea when you're going to get it. So this is good for us because this is our season that the store is open and people are here and buying.
So our lighting is terrible. We know that. We're aware. You don't need to comment.
Yes,
that.
we
You don't
like
need
to be
thumbs
outside,
down
but it's
that.
like Wizard
Windy
of Oz
as-
outside.
50 miles
Oh,
an
my
hour.
opening video is
yes,
her
we
in the
made-
wind.
It was insane today. It still is outside.
So I'm just going to show you quickly some of our yarns. So this one is one of our favorites every year. So on our tags, it has the animals' names, their pictures, the weight, whatever. All that fun stuff. So we do combinations, and these are the actual animals who are in the yarn.
which is fun because if you come here to the farm, my dad gives tours on the weekends, and then you can go out and meet your animals.
You can meet the animals. You can take a picture in
That's
front of the
always
animal with your
fun.
yarn. So our grays are our favorites. This is what we breed for. So I have 2 different gray blends this year. They're very similar, but lots of different animals in that one. And then I have a dark one. This is actually like a black with gray in it.
That's my favorite.
We have our white blend. So this is just a nice natural
Which is
white.
You have a lot more of it now that you have. Like
We
the
do.
first year,
And
you had like only a.
Next year
Well,
we have even
more.
more animals. We have 3 more animals that we can add to this, and this was only 3 animals, so that's exciting. And then we did something different this year. We had a lot
Love
of
this.
browns and a lot of fawns, so we decided to do a barber pole, and she did them. So it's all the same animals. Let's show you the tags, and we did this skein has 2 strands of fawn and 1 brown. And this skein has 2 browns and 1 fawn.
They're
So
really pretty.
they're really pretty.
That
They're
was a good
complementary.
choice. Because I feel like the brown doesn't sell as well, and this I think
No,
will
but
sell
this
so
is
much
fun.
faster.
And I think I'm gonna have to make a couple things with it so people can see it made
Yeah.
up.
We should knit some swatches a little bit.
And then we have a farm blend, which I barely have any left already. We just started selling it yesterday because
Dribs and drabs
this
and all
they
that.
take a little from so when they process it, it goes onto a big carder, and there's
Tell them what a carder is if they're not like.
Oh,
'Cause
not-
knitters don't
that's
always
right.
know.
Okay, so there's a big at the mill. It's like a large drum. You may have seen carders. They're square. My mom's gonna go grab them for us so I can show you. It brushes all the fiber into a. Well, just grab the little carders, the little hand carders.
I'll show 'em the big one.
Oh, brother,
It
she's
has.
bringing
It's
over the
like a.
drum carder.
Oh, remember? There's like a liquor. Remember?
Yeah, the liquor.
Hair. You don't want to have a hairy.
The hairy liquor. So the drum card or all the fiber goes into it. It brushes it. It aligns the fiber so that they can turn it into roving to be made into yarn. So my mom is gonna bring over the giant drum carder. Ours is a baby.
This is like the
drum
baby
carder.
version.
Here, ready?
Get in there, peanut gallery.
So drum carder. See all these things?
Sticky, sharp.
They're
Yes.
like brushes.
Yes.
See there. Oh, there. And see, there's fiber in ours. Well, there's always. Oh.
And that's the little
one.
baby version of it.
So there's always fiber left over in that. And she takes it off, the woman who runs the mill, Deb, and she combines all of them, and we get a farm blend. So this is from all of the fibers, from all the
I
yarns.
love that.
So this one's really fun. It sells out really fast, and we don't get much of it because it's the leftover that's on there.
But it's nice. There's no waste,
No.
and it's your whole
No.
farm.
And then I have one, and I have a really funny story about this. So, if you've ever been to our farm, we have, like I said, 51 alpacas. We have 1 mean alpaca, and his name is Reno. And Reno. He doesn't like strangers.
You don't like anybody.
No, he doesn't
Well,
like
no,
anybody.
he gives me kisses in
Yeah,
the
I know, me
morning.
too. But yeah, he'll bite us too.
He has bitten me before. You have to watch your back around him, but whatever.
I used to have to, when you were away and I had to feed him, I would throw the food.
And he's like, and so if you're here on a weekend, my dad gives this wonderful farm tour. You get to feed 50 beautiful, nice alpacas. And at the end, my dad says, and if you you asked about the alpaca spitting. We do have one who spits. His name is Reno Mino, and he's over in the far barn, way over there. And all you have to do is go to the fence and yell, Reno! And he will run to you and he will spit in your face. And people think it's hysterical. So they always say, oh, I don't think he'll actually do it. And they go over to the fence and they yell, Reno! And here he comes. So we have a special blend. This is Reno. This is him right here with a big white face. We did blend him with a very nice guy, Kigo. And it has a
Kigo's
little
so
merino in
nice.
it. But
Oh, it should be like, you should name it like Jekyll and Hyde.
so Miriam.
Nice, not nice.
Yeah,
So-
nice, not nice.
So Miriam from Chelsea Pearls was here a couple weeks ago. And she brought her daughter Miranda. And I think she's been on their podcast too.
Yeah.
So they went out. Mariah, not Miranda.
Mariah.
Miranda's the other
in
one.
college. Mariah.
Mariah.
Yeah.
So Mariah was here, and she's a photographer. So she had her backpack with all her gear and her camera in it. So at the end of the tour, my dad says the Reno bit. They go right over to see Reno, and they go, I wonder which one is. Got to that point, and here he comes. and Mariah, no, not Mariah, Miranda.
No,
Mariah. Starts backpedaling, falls.
She got spit on.
Well, once she was on her back, I think she got spit on. He spit at her, and Miriam just said she looked like a turtle on her back. Her little legs were going. She had her camera in her hand because she couldn't stop herself because she had to hold her camera. And here's Reno, and then he's spitting at her.
She's like 100 pounds, this girl. Like,
She's tiny.
with her camera.
So then I posted on Instagram all the yarns, and Miriam saw Reno. She went, oh, Reno. So they decided they had to have it, so.
Well, she tried to like sneak in. So,
But I don't think she really snuck here, so
you know,
sorry if I.
Sorry, Mariah, if we just gave it up. But you're getting a hat out of Reno.
No, but she commented on Instagram
Yeah,
that she
yeah.
wanted the hat, so. This is the Reno yarn. Oh, brother.
Everybody knows them. There's a hashtag, I think, or they're on Instagram, or he's on YouTube.
He's on YouTube, Reno the Mean
Mean
Alpaca. And then we also, with like the crummier alpacas,
Which aren't even crummy.
we make rug yarn. So my mom is going to be making rugs. So how fun
Grab
is this?
one of those rugs down there. Is that
It's
a rug
kind of
yarn?
dirty.
That's all right. But Harper loves it. Here,
Can I have
Chase,
that,
give it
Chase?
to us.
Oh, it's dirty because it was on the ground and there's
Well,
hay
we use
on
it,
it.
though.
But see, rug yarn
Yeah,
turns
it's
into
pretty.
a rug.
Yeah.
This one's like
And you can
dog
make,
bed
like,
size.
chair.
Said our rug yarn was
So
nice enough
when I
to
went
be-
to pick up our yarn, Deb, the woman who runs the mill, said, "Oh, the day I ran your rug yarn, I was also putting yarn or fiber in to be made into yarn, and I just wanted to switch them because it was so junky. What the people wanted made into regular yarn, and our fiber that we were having turned into rug yarn because we thought it was terrible. She said would be much better.
So next
as
year you're going
regular
to have
yarn.
more regular yarn.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
It's very nice. Your rug yarn is very pretty this year.
Yeah.
People make like seat cushions and stuff out of it too. Okay. All right. So you'll have some video about how you
I was thinking about taking some pictures or some video in my mom's basement. So every spring after we shear, she goes through every single fleece and she pulls out a sample from each one and she sorts it. She gets rid of all the junky stuff, like the belly hair and like around the edge. She skirts them, it's called. And she cleans them up and gets them ready to be processed into yarn. So we have all these fun little samples in the basement. So I think I want to show you the samples because then what we do before she takes it to the mill is we decide which fibers are going to go together to make the yarn. So it depends on like the color, the quality, like the fineness, the length. That depends on which group it's going to go into. Because if you put really short fibers with long fibers, those short fibers are always going to be itchy. So if you've ever used alpaca and you thought like, oh, this is so itchy, it's probably because it wasn't good quality and they didn't do good quality control on their fiber with the length and stuff. That's generally what makes it itchy.
Oh. Guard hair.
Or guard hair, yeah.
Right, they leave that in.
Yeah.
Not all.
All right. Well, that's good. So you can show that. Go in mom's
Yeah,
basement.
so I'm going to show some of that.
Cool. All right.
I think that's all we have for today.
Oh,
right?
and then if you want to buy it, well, we have it at the store, but
yeah.
you put some on Etsy,
Yeah.
right?
Look how pretty. I did. I put a little bit on Etsy. We have a hard time controlling, like, as it sells in the store. I can't be monitoring my Etsy account, like, in the middle of a Saturday when it's busy. So I put, like, a manageable amount on Etsy that I can keep track of, because I know I have at least 6 of the white, because look how much white I have right now. So I'm going to keep it at that kind of level. So if you do want to purchase it, you can go to my Etsy shop. It's Arrow Acres Farm Yarn, and it's on there. All right.
Cool.
And
All right.
I think that's all I have. Time to go now. Party's over.
That's what we sang at the end of our Rhinebeck.
We did.
Time to go now. Party's over.
Okay, but anyway, it's Saturday night. My husband's making wings on the grill right
Oh,
now.
nice. Enjoy. I'm going to go make some tacos. All right. Ooh, happy kid. All right. Well,
All right.
cheers. Thanks
Cheers.
for joining. We'll see you next time.
Bye.